Hi everybody, it's James. Welcome back to the Swifts. We're here today to play Aberdeen and Rangers. Well, Aberdeen has a lot of injuries. Regan Poole, wasn't he one of ours? No, he wasn't. Anyways, we have to talk about a few things because obviously there's the games that we've played since then, since you guys were all last year. There's also the middle of a transfer window, which has been interesting to say the least. And yeah, just some more things to go over. So without any ado, let's talk about schedule first. Let's talk about where we were. So you saw us beat Livingston in the Cup. No, it was Hearts Rangers. That's right. Rangers, 5-0 win. Hearts, that craziness. What's happened since then? Well, we played Hamilton. Got a 5-1 win. Felix, Farrell, Heracles, and Vi all on the score sheet. Motherwell, nice little 2-0 win. Everything happened in the first 12 minutes and then just defensively solid to the end of the game. We had our winter break, followed by a friendly versus Excelsior, who are where? They're in the Eredivisie. Interesting. A nice 6-2 win there. Then we played Ross County in the first round of the Scottish Cup, the fourth round of the Scottish Cup. Fully rotated side. A nice simple 3-1 win. St. Mirren was next. Vi with a brace. Felix with a goal. And Lillian Farrell with another goal. Which has brought us to today to Aberdeen and Celtic. If you're wondering, Livingston is next in the Cup. Fifth round. Probably not. We're too worried about that one considering they are where in the league? Sixth in the league? Yeah. We're moving on to greater and better things. Mainly, if you can't see, this is Barcelona right here. Barcelona right here, and then Barcelona here. So it's like Barcelona, and then we've got Rangers, and then there's like Barcelona a day, and then Celtic, and then the league splits. So if we continue on further, who knows? But today it's Aberdeen and Celtic. But there's also a transfer window. You can see that there's been some ins, some outs. Is he still with us? Oh, he's at loan at Crystal Palace. I loan a lot of people to Crystal Palace. Where's Brendan? He's on loan at Bristol City. I loan out a lot of players. We're not sending those two guys out. Anyways, transfers, history. There's been a few ins and a couple of outs. The one, Fredenza was in. Yeah, that was in the middle of the thing. The big out. And the one we really have to talk about is Yaroslav Semek has come in, and we had a bid of £12 million from Anderlecht, and so we let him go. Mainly the board said, you're letting him go, and I went, I'm not going to fight you on that, board. That's kind of fine by me. And so, just like that, Semek's on his way. Now, $12 million is a good amount of money for him. I believe, mainly because if you look at, where is he? If you look at his history, has he played for them yet? He has not played for them yet. We bought him for £400. 400 to sell him on for 400 pounds, sell him on for 12 million is a nice bit of business. Other people with just some prospects that I don't really highly rate, just kind of sent off. A bunch of people went out on loan. Yessi Lasau, Dennis Asari, Brendan Malloy, Emilio Rodriguez, who you would know, but he was getting angry about not getting any playing time, so we let him go. Warders wanted to go out on loan, so we sent him to Celtic. Sean Moore went on a full transfer to Brighton. Sean Lynch is in Colorado. Billy Campbell is playing for Stranraer. And that was something that happened. So, where are the ins? Well, we have 4 ins so far. And I'm going to save the bottom one for last because even though that's 2.9 million, there's a story behind that. First of all, these are two transfers we've had on the books for a while that finally come in for £500. This is Richard Sullivan. He is a Welsh 16-year-old that I looked at and thought, hey, you know what? You could play striker. He's got the flair, the leadership, determination off the ball, the technique, the finishing the first touch, all right there, plus the natural fitness and the pace and the acceleration and agility. He looks like a striker to me. Tries first-time shots, likes to rob the keeper, gets in the opposition area. This guy's a striker. So we bought him, 500 pounds. I've already started training him to be a striker. He looks like he could be something interesting. And he's 16, which means he's just going to sit, I think, in the under 18s and just grow. That's the point of him. He's just there to make us so we have a good under 18 squad and grow. Much is the same with this guy, Joe Blair. This is a guy you've probably heard me talk about multiple times. He's come for Coraline. He's a midfielder. He's got he's definitely a 4 stars, possibly 5 stars worth of potential, 2.5 stars, 1.5 stars of current ability. Decent could be 1. Professional demeanor. Here's the big thing with him. Natural fitness isn't the best, but he is, compared with players, you guys are going to all laugh, Jonathan Murphy 2.0. And you say to yourself, what do you mean he's Jonathan Murphy 2.0? Well, I would like to look at Jonathan Murphy, please. We'll just go into the squad because Murphy's right here. Jonathan Murphy came from Coraline, Northern Ireland. Is a right-footed Northern Irish player. You don't say, James. He's fairly professional. 5'7". This boy, 5'10", came from Coraline, played 22 games at the age of 15 for in the Northern Irish League, has come in, has looked pretty good. We are developing him to be the next Murphy. He looks like he has a lot of the stuff. Finishing, first touch, dribbling, passing, technique. He's got a lot of like the interesting stuff. We're training him to be a Mezzala. They're trying to get some of that pace and acceleration in him and some of those technicals, but the mentals will come in time. Already good technicals. This guy looks like he could be interesting. Plus tries first time shots. I like a lot about him. He looks like he could be really good. And we only spent, how much did I spend on him? £21,000. For what could possibly be the next Jonathan Murphy. And Murphy's only 21. This kid's 16. So if this guy develops like Murphy has, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 5 seasons from now, the guy could be a monster if we keep going that far. The next guy is basically the replacement for Emilio Rodriguez. Meet Matteo Padilla. He wanted to leave Liverpool de Montevideo. So we said, sure. And he came in and he looks pretty good. His physicals could do a little bit better. I think we're training his, okay, we're not his quickness. So we're going to train his quickness. But we want him because we want him to be a little bit quicker. But you look at kind of like what I want him to be, kind of the backup complete forward on the right-hand side. Yes, his dribbling isn't great. Finishing is there. First touch is there. Heading is there. Long shots is there. Pass could be a bit better. But technique, teamwork, vision, work off the ball, like his mentals are very good. And he's got the mental abilities to play as a complete forward on attack. And he's got most of the physical strength should be a little bit better. But he's an enthusiastic striker. He's fairly professional. And the other big thing about him too, his happiness, he only wants to be a fringe player. Which is great. So we've brought him in. He's going to be kind of that other striker, also right-footed. We have a lot of left-footed strikers. And yeah, he's already played a game for us in the Cup. Had a 7.0. Good debut. Against a side 1 league lower than us. So I thought it was a perfect time to give him the nod. There we go. Then, and this guy, I don't know how we pulled this off. Allow me to introduce you to Doriano Pentinelli, who is now going to be the midfield partner for Murphy. And dear God, his contract was up at the end of the year. So we put in a bid. We put in a bid to sign his contract. He said, sure. Now, Bologna were selling him for 40 million. 40 million pounds. Nobody else had put a contract in on him. We had been scouting him for a while. He's a 19-year-old Italian midfield wonder kid. We'd been following him, put a contract in. Sat. Then he signed it. He said, okay, I'll come to you guys at the end of my contract, the end of the year. We went, fucking great. Perfect. I go to Bologna and they say, you could buy him now. I said, sure, I'll see what it is. If we can't buy him now, that's fine. Bologna, instead of 30 million or 40 million, goes, you can have him for 2.9 million. Look at the state of this guy. Look at the state of him. He's lighthearted, but he's a wonder kid. Technically, the only thing he doesn't do good technically is long shots, long throws, and heading. Everything else is in the yellows. Mentals, he's not brave. Everything else is in the yellows. He's good at teamwork, his vision, decent enough work rate, good decisions, anticipation, determination, flair, leadership, physicals. He's not good at jumping. Okay. He's got stamina for days, strength, pace and stuff. Just, he does everything good. He does everything really well. And I looked at him when he came in. I was like, okay, can you play advanced playmaker? Yeah, I can play advanced playmaker. But that's kind of lost on you. You know what you are? This guy's a box-to-box midfielder. Like, with the stamina, with the off the ball, the teamwork, the work rate, the passing and stuff. Like, this guy, because he does it all. He's a box-to-box. He's freaking great. And what do they want us to do? I'm not putting him on corners, but he does everything well. He's strong. He makes the right decision. He's happy to be here. He's under 19. I mean, it's a coup. It's what it is. It's a freaking coup. And if we compare him with obviously our best midfielder, Murphy, like, they complement each other really well. They're both like, Murphy's a bit more technically, he's got a bit more things, but Pendroli's better physically, mentally, and defending wise, and better in the air. This guy has only already played one game for us and he's got an assist. Right? Like, it's a coup. You can see where he's done. He's played in Serie A. So he's Serie B. So he started in Serie A. He's 19? So 19, 18, 17, 16. So at 17, he was a starting midfielder in Serie A. I don't know if he was injured or what was going on or why Bologna started phasing him out of the team. But I think we have a coup here. This guy is absolutely obscene. And we're going to use the hell out of him. And he's Murphy's he's the perfect midfielder for Murphy. Murphy being a Metzala, this guy being a box-to-box. It's absolutely great. So our tactic now going forward is Suarez, Steele, Williams, Heracles, Buenzia, Ivericic, Pentinelli, Murphy on the left, Pentinelli on the right being the box-to-box midfielder, Murphy being the Metzala, Farrell, Vi, and Bonfigo. Just absolutely crazy. If you look at also our strike partnership, look at these guys now. Farrell has 30 goals in all competitions. Vi has 22. Felix has 25. We are killing it in all competitions. Things are just flying all over the place. And if we look at like the Scottish Premiership here, goals, we have our top 3 goal scorers, the average rating. Buenzia at 9 assists, left back. Murphy has 10. Like, look at the assists. And then you look, Farrell has 8. Vi has 8. Panavec has 6. I feel a little hard pressed by like not having Panavec there. But then Butterworth has 4. Kyle Butterworth has 4, and he's only played 6 times. Like, also has been developing really well. You know what? We have a strong team. We've already won the Bedford. I've got good feelings for us in the Scottish Cup. I've got a really good feeling with us about the league. This is where things are going to get tough. Barcelona is going to be a huge test for us. So, today's game. This is the team. Bartos, Pellegrini, Dragon, Cesar, Matteo Padilla, and Butterworth all on the bench. I should actually send these guys down to the reserves so I don't see them. Cesar, Yap played recently. But yeah, Dragon, if you're wondering what's going on with him, well, we're teaching him to play center back. And I think Lau wants to leave. I'm willing to let him go. And I think Dragon is actually at 6'3" and with his abilities could definitely be a good kind of ball playing center back here. And a good backup option. And we don't want to let him go. So That's the feeling there. This is the team that's going to take on Aberdeen today. Hopefully. Good news. Everybody's happy and thrilled with everything that's going on. And we are going to wait for the teams to warm up. And they have a lot of injuries. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. Now, obviously, we just have to move on. I have very positive relation with the boards. Everything starts out from the back. Now, with the sell of Semic, we have about 17 million pounds of transfer budget. They're not willing to give me any more, which I understand. And I don't really know if I'm willing to sell any other players. By the way, Murphy signed a contract, so we're good there. Vi's on this as he tries it. We drive it down the field here. Vi's going to take this all himself, isn't he? Jääskeläinen's still with them. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to sell any more people. Pantinelli on corner duty. Williams sends it long and over. But yeah, also Pantinelli is good at corners, which is nice. We have a set piece person. I think we've got a pretty good settled squad. The only thing, as Pantinelli, great run into the box here. Bonfigo heads the ball over. The only thing maybe is improve the right and left back position. I'm always looking to, like, Benzia and Steele are very good. So I don't feel too worried about having to improve them. But, like, I always feel that, like, that's, like, the one position that always gets hard pressed, but, like, that's also, like, where the world beater teams are the best. If you have a good team, it's because you have really good wing backs. And in a system like ours, where we have a lot of reliance on them to provide us with, as Heracles provides an assist to Vi, beautiful knockdown for him at the back post. We have kind of the two interesting kind of wing backs. Like, Buendia is very much the attacking wing back. That's what he does. He's good at getting forward. He's good at attacking. Steele is a decent defender, and when it comes to attacking, he's all right, but I always think we could do more. So, I mean, if I can get my hands on, like, a world beater wing back, then I'm going to. But as it stands right now, the team is pretty settled. I love our center backs. I love our strikers. I think we've got a great depth at striker. I think we're pretty good at depth at midfield as well. Veracek is really taking over that deep line playmaker spot. Dragon is a great second place guy. Heracles and Williams are our center backs. Suarez is going to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So there we are. By the way, Hearts, with the penalty against Rangers, has taken them up into second place. Way to go, Hearts. You weren't bad, but you have room to improve, and I believe in you. Etc., etc., etc. We have pretty much they've been controlling possession, but we've been controlling the game. They still have Pressy. Thorfarn, I've always looked at this guy, and I've always kind of went, like, he's somebody we could get. But the fact that he does not play important matches, weakest attribute is finishing, and he's a fairly inconsistent performer. Like, I don't like big matches, and I don't like performing consistently. To me, is like a huge red flag in, like, having you do anything. Steele. Oh, Bonfigo, great turn. It's an assist off a throw-in. I don't see that too often, but a beautiful, beautiful ball in. Bonfigo just kind of lets it ride, and then left-footed. Jääskeläinen probably should have done better than he did. But c'est la vie, scores the goal. And we're getting a lot of yellow cards here. Wow, like a lot of yellow cards. Wow, guys. That's kind of okay. I'm not telling you guys to press that hard either. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful play. Oh, that deserved a goal at the end of it. All that one-touch football that was going on right there. Pantanani, ball in, cleared. He cuts it again. Oh, finds Williams here. Sends the cross back in. Nope. Heracles playing right back, left back. Okay. Changes. Let's talk changes. He's pleased. Heracles. I mean, we could just do... Yep. Yep, we're doing it. We're absolutely doing it. Just make that change happen. Fabrini is a pretty deep... I mean, Fabrini can play across the back line, but he's also 6'6". Oh my god. Bartos, like, just comes on and he gets a yellow card, like, almost immediately. What's going on with these guys? Just throwing yellow cards all over the place. Hooray. Ball in. That's offside. How is that not offside? Bartos held him on. Oh, we're not going to be able to see a replay of that. Yeah, stay on feet, guys. We don't need more yellow cards. I mean, we could do with another goal. But these guys are tiring. Oh, don't we do it? Okay, Dragon, good. Farrell. All right, Vi's on his horse. Let's go. Vi. Penalty. Absolutely. Referee's got to take... He's the last defender, man, ref. It's a red card. Pentinelli scores it. Oh, yeah, by the way, he's really good at penalties. So he gets his first goal of the season as well. So we have a midfielder who's good at everything, including penalties. Who's our box-to-box midfielder and has the perfect foil to Murphy. I think those two guys are going to easily take care of our team going forward. I'm happy with the way things went. So are they. Everybody goes, yay, yay, yay. High fives all around. We're affiliated to work today. We showed commitment. I'm not going to apologize for that. Move on. So a couple of days now. And I will see you guys in a sec for the Celtic game. All right. So we've made it forward to the Celtic game. And you want to know what? It's more of the same. That's right. We've got Suarez, Steele, Williams, Heracles, Buendia, Verchik, Pantinelli, Murphy, Bonfigo, Vi, Farrell, Romeo, Bartos, Gomez, Dragon, Dusan, Penovic, Buttersworth, and Mateo Padilla. You feel bad for a guy like Almug and Cesar and O'Donovan who kind of find themselves out in the cold a little bit. But we'll get them back in. Cup games for sure is where we're going to get them. Obviously the Scottish Cup, and then maybe, we need to do rotations before Champions League games. Obviously that's going to be a big deal. Just like this one's going to be a big deal. Momentum is important. We certainly aim to be that way. This is away from home. As we take a look here, and the ball goes forward, and we are in. As first couple of shots. This is Glasgow. This isn't a home game. It's Glasgow. As we are looking through things now. Pantinelli has already been booked and 10 minutes in. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem going forward. Probably just because he used the league. As Murphy is also... What happened? Like, we're not playing any more aggressive. So why are our midfield deciding, now is a good time to start bracking up yellow cards? Because I can tell you, it is not. It is not a good time to be racking up yellow cards. Let's go a little more attacking here. We are showing a little bit more intent than they are. There's Verchik to Williams here. Williams will find Steele. Steele marauds down that right-hand side. Ball cleared. Buendia downed. Shouts for a penalty. Not so much Wilson. Trumbull. Murphy collects it. Finds Vi. He couldn't really finish it off. He's sitting right there. Maybe thoughts of offside would have happened. But yeah, so far, 0-0. We're already coming up on... Wow, it's a quick game. We're already coming up on halftime. Just surprising that... Oh. Foul? Who's going to step up? Buendia is going to step up. Oh, wow. Farrell. There we go. Hell of a free kick But Farrell is the man on the mission who sends in the ricochet. Ball in. Farrell definitely onside. And wow. You almost think he shanks that with the way it goes, but that doesn't matter. Only it matters that the back of the net bulges. And there we are. As we go 1-0 up right before the half. And so we are single-handedly keeping Hearts in this race. The top 3. Things are good. Things could be even better. I have faith. Yada, yada, yada. Pantinelli, cross in. Williams, over the bar. And it continues. Yeah. Staying on attacking looks to be the right move right now. As we are looking, obviously, number one, more highlights. But we just look better. Oh, Farrell's in. Ah, Lillian. I mean, I know that's on your weak foot, but still. Suffered a gashed upper leg. It's just bleeding. You slap a Band-Aid on it, he'll be fine. Shouldn't miss that many games. They have a Christensen, or is it Nesson Christensen is injured? I have no idea where he played. Right back. Okay. So, play continues as we are still looking to be the better side, though we probably should start thinking about making changes. Murphy's tired. Panovec will come on for him. I don't like the fact that when's he Barris will come on for him. Having a tired left back on a yellow card is not the best situation to be in. God, we've put up an XG of 1.92. We put up 16 shots. Their keeper must be out of his freaking mind right now. Either that or our finishing is not very good. Pantinelli's fine. Steele gets yellow card. Man, there's a lot more yellow cards lately. They've gone to a 5-2-3. Chasing the game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And it isn't. I mean, a 1-0 win is a 1-0 win away from home at Celtics, so we'll absolutely take it. Eddie Howe wouldn't send team out to hurt Atkinson. Gashed upper leg. 3 to 5 days. That's not a problem. Dundee United next. Blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. Dundee United next for me, but for you guys, not so much. For you guys, it's going to be stuck behind my head as I go to the right-hand side here. So yeah, guys, you can see that I will be coming back for you guys for Barcelona and Rangers. I know that's a long time. I agree with you. But at the same time, not much else is going on between now and then, besides the end of a transfer window. The Cup game is the 5th round of the Cup. Once again, semifinals and finals for Cup games. That's where we're going to go. Besides, Livingston is still in 6th, so we should be able to handle that. So, I will see you guys for the next one, and until then, I've been James, you've been you, this has been the Swifts. It's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.